It was a cold and wet day on the island of Sodor, and Duck was at Knapford station with the goods train when James arrived. Out of all the jobs he has been given, James likes pulling coaches, the best of all.
It's a shame you've been stuck with goods trains, Duck. But I suppose somebody has to pull cars. Oh, and I thought you would sometimes pull goods trains too. That may be, but splendid-looking engines such as myself should always pull passengers. After all, the passengers prefer it.
But things do not always turn out the way James would like them to.
Who could appreciate my bright red paintwork in this weather?
There was a lot of rain on the island of Sodor, and the rivers were very high. Harold was flying over Duck's branch line, and when he saw the flooded track, he went to inform the Fat Controller, but it was too late. Later on that day, James was just settling down to take a break from his work, when he saw the Fat Controller walking up to him.
Oh dear, I hope he's not looking to give me another job.
Ah, there you are, James. You have no job at the moment. Unfortunately, Duck is stuck in the water near the old wooden bridge, and he needs to be lifted out.
But I'm waiting for my next passenger train, sir.
Well, you better get going. The sooner you rescue Duck, the sooner you'll be back.
But sir, if Duck fell in the water, whose fault is that?
Honestly, it was nobody's fault, James. It was an accident, but I need an engine to go find Robbie and lift him out.
Well, I thought ducks liked being in the water.
Enough with the jokes, James. Go.
James didn't think that fetching Rocky was a very suitable job for a special engine such as himself. But sometimes, almost anyone has to do a job that they don't like.
That ought to do it. Come on, Rocky. We have to rescue Duck.
Oh, okay, James. But you'll have to wait while I have my crane arm secured.
Nonsense. Duck is stuck in the water. And the sooner we get him out, the sooner I can get him back to doing local stopping services.
And James started to pull away, before Rocky's crane arm could be secured.
Yourself, Rocky. You think you've never responded to an emergency before? Nonsense! Ducks had the accident, and we are just going to rescue him.
Rocky's crane arm kept swinging about like crazy, but James refused to stop. And then, as they approached the track near the wooden bridge, James saw a signal warning him to slow down.
What was that?
What was what?
I knocked something over.
I'm sure it could have been anything important.
But a signal is very important for railway safety.
Hurry up. It's cold and wet in here. Keep your steam in, Doc. We're going to rescue you. I don't have any steam, James. The water has put out my firebox.
James had to position Rocky in front of him for the rescue.
Here you go. Help has arrived.
And that's me.
I'll be glad to have my wheels on dry track again, I can tell you. Honestly, I thought dogs like being in the water.
James thought it was very funny, even though he knew that wasn't really a duck.
Duck isn't even my real name. My real name is Monty.
Meanwhile, Oliver was coming along with a passenger train heading towards the old wooden bridge. But he didn't see a signal warning him to slow down. Luckily, no one got hurt, but James was very cross.
Oliver, why didn't you look where you're going? There was a yellow signal back there.
I didn't see any signal.
Please, can I get out of the water now?
Rocky began to lift Duck back out of the water again, and Oliver's guard walked out of tow so that way he could put up a warning flag. Then, there was even more trouble. Percy was pulling a goods train, and then he noticed Toad and tried to stop, but then it was too late. water.
Thank you, Rocky. You're welcome, Duck.
So many accidents. How could this happen on my railway?
I'm very sorry, sir, but it must be my fault. I must have knocked down the signal pole. My crane arm wasn't secured, and I was swinging about.
It was nobody's fault, sir. It was an accident. I was in a hurry to leave, and Rocky wasn't ready, so... Actually, sir, I suppose it was my fault. I didn't give Rocky enough time to secure his crane arm properly. That's why he was swinging about.
While I can't say how disappointed I am with you, James, but I am proud of you for admitting your actions. Perhaps it would be best for you to make amends by pulling Duck's goods train while his firebox gets dried out.
Yes, sir. I'll be happy to.
While pulling trucks might not be his favorite job, James knows he can't always do the jobs he likes best. As long as the sun is shining, and with a little confidence from Bruno, James is a very splendid looking, bright red engine indeed.
Can you guess who this is? Keep guessing. Did you guess? It's Donald and Douglas.